warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang terhormat, dosen penguji ujian kinerja PPG Daljab Angkatan 3 tahun 2021. Perkenalkan, nama saya Endah Nina Kurniawati. Saya adalah guru bahasa Inggris dari SMKS Al Makmur Jakarta. Saya adalah mahasiswa PPG Daljab Angkatan 3 tahun 2021 di Universitas Negeri Malang dengan NIM 2131327636662. Pada kesempatan kali ini, hari Senin, tanggal 18 Oktober tahun 2021, saya telah melaksanakan praktek pembelajaran untuk memenuhi ujian kinerja PPG Daljab Angkatan 3 tahun 2021 dengan mengambil materi descriptive text, describing tourist attraction or historical places untuk kelas 10. Berikut adalah video pembelajaran yang telah saya laksanakan. Terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
And you?
I'm fine too, thank you. And I'm so happy to see you again today. And I hope you are always in a good condition and full of spirit, yeah? Okay. I already sent the attendance list in Google Classroom. Have you filled the attendance list, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Before we start our lesson, it's better for us to pray. And Ilham, would you please lead us to pray?
Okay, wait. Before we start our lesson, let's pray together, my friends. Pray to start. Pray finish it.
Okay, thank you, Ilham. By the way, is your internet connection fine?
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah, because it is raining tonight, and I hope our connection is stable, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, it's my voice and my video clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay, are you ready to start?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, good. Today's lesson, we are going to learn about descriptive text. Do you know what descriptive text is?
To describe about place, person, animal, dan yang lain.
Okay, that's right. Descriptive text is a text that describes about a person, an animal, a thing, or a place like. Today, we are going to discuss about descriptive text in describing place, especially in describing historical place or tourist attractions. Yeah. And I believe that all of you have visited some tourist attraction or historical place in Indonesia. Yeah, descriptive text describing tourist attraction or historical place, mendeskripsikan tempat hiburan atau tempat-tempat bersejarah. This is the learning objectives. After learning descriptive text related to describing tourist attraction or historical place, students, you are expected to be able to identify the social function, text structure, and language feature of descriptive text about tourist attraction and famous historical place, determine the social function, text structure, and language feature of descriptive text about tourist attraction and famous historical place, and then find contextual meaning from a descriptive text about tourist attraction and historical place. You are also supposed to build your comprehension in critical, cooperative, communication, and creativity. And then, why we learn this material? Kenapa sih kita pelajari materi ini? By this material, you can understand more clearly about the real object. And this text also tell information about the object specifically. Ya, gitu. Jadi dengan mempelajari teks ini, kalian bisa memahami lebih jelas tentang objek, sebuah benda, seorang atau tempat dengan lebih jelas. Kemudian juga teks ini memberikan informasi secara rinci, secara spesifik tentang benda atau orang atau tempat yang dideskripsikan. So you can understand more about the object described. In this meeting, in this material, you will learn about the definition, the social function, the generic structure, and the language feature of descriptive text. And then you will, I will give you some pictures and also a text about related to descriptive text. And then after that, we will do some exercise to check your understanding about this material. Okay. Let's pay attention to the pictures below. This is picture number 1, picture number 2, picture number 3, and number 4. Okay. What is the name of the building? Picture number 1, what is it?
Prambanan.
Yes, this is Prambanan Temple. And picture number 2?
Monumen
Monas.
Nasional.
Nasional
Monumen.
Or Monas.
Monumen.
Good. Picture number 3?
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal, that's right. And picture number 4?
Great Walls.
Great
Great
Wall.
Wall. Good. Now, where is it? Where is the location or of this building? Prambanan Temple, where is it?
Yogyakarta.
Yes, in Jogja. And about Monas, where is it?
Jakarta.
Yeah, Jakarta, of course. Taj Mahal,
India.
yeah, in Agra, India. And the last one, Great Wall in
China.
China.
Good. And then what does it looks like? Seperti apa sih penampilannya? What word describe the building?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. What else?
Yes, right. Really beautiful.
Beautiful. What else?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Famous.
Famous. What else?
Historical place.
Yes, tempat bersejarah, historical place. Yeah, you can say it is a beautiful place, it is amazing, it is historical place, and it is famous. Good. And now, what story do people know about the building? Picture number 1. What story do you know about the building?
Roro Jonggrang and Bandung Bondowoso.
Yes, the history of Roro Jonggrang and Bandung Bondowoso. And then the second picture. What story do you know about the building?
The struggle for Indonesian independence.
Yes, the Monas was built to commemorate the struggle of Indonesian independence. Good. And Taj Mahal. What story do you know about Taj Mahal?
The history of Emperor's love to his wife. Shah Jahan was very sad when his wife Mumtaz Mahal
Yes,
built a monument.
Yes, good. Taj Mahal was built by Emperor Shah Jahan in honor for his wife, yaitu Mumtaz Mahal. So he built a mausoleum atau makam yang besar dan megah dan indah for his wife. So the Taj Mahal is actually sebuah bangunan yang isinya adalah sebuah makam of Mumtaz Mahal. And the last one, Great Wall. What do you know about the history of Great Wall?
Protect their territory by constructed the Great Wall.
Ya, jadi Great Wall was built by the Emperor of China to protect their territory. Jadi dibangun untuk melindungi wilayah para kaisar-kaisar zaman dulu ya, dari penjajah. Good. Well, have you ever visited some tourist attraction or famous historical place?
Yes.
Yes. Where is it?
Kota tua.
Kota tua. What else? Yang lain?
Ancol,
Ancol. Yes. What else?
Monas.
Monas. What else?
Borobudur Temple.
Borobudur Temple.
Museum Fatahillah.
Museum Fatahillah. That's good. Nah, so you all of you have visited some tourist attraction or famous historical place. Good. Itu in Indonesia ya. I hope you can go aboard and visited some historical place or tourist attraction in another country. Amin. Now, please read the text below and identify it. Eiffel Tower. Okay. The first paragraph, Ilham.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, would you please the first paragraph for us?
Sure.
Okay.
Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower was built to celebrate on 130 years anniversary of the French Revolution.
Yes.
The construction progressed to 2 years to finish it. Started from
1887.
1887 until 1889. The building is located in Paris, East France.
Yes, good. Thank you, Ilham. The building is
Yes.
located in Paris, France. Next, the second paragraph. How about Nadia? Would you please read the second paragraph?
Yes, ma'am. Eiffel Tower is the highest building in Paris. It is
100.
24 meters tall and its square base size is
100.
100 to
25.
25 meters. On the second level is religious French restaurant.
Okay, thank
The
you,
top
Nadia.
level.
Yes.
Okay.
Next, please continue, Reina.
yes, ma'am. The top level is where we can find the observation deck on the top of the tower in the form of transmitters.
Okay, thank you, Reina. Okay, after you read the text, can you identify what kind of text is this? What kind of the text is?
Descriptive text.
Yes, this is a kind of descriptive text. And what is described in the text? Apa yang
Eiffel Tower.
Yes, good. This is the description of Eiffel Tower. Good. And what is the social function of this text? Apa sih tujuannya dari teks ini?
Describing
Untuk apa?
Mendeskripsikan.
Yes.
mendeskripsikan.
Yes, to describe Eiffel Tower. Good. Jadi tujuannya the social function of this text is to describe the Eiffel Tower. Good. Eiffel Tower. Please pay attention to the explanation of descriptive text. Okay. This is the first one, description. Pengertiannya. Ya. Andri?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Can you read the first part? Description?
Yes. Descriptive text is a text which tells us what a person, a thing, or place is like describe of a person, animal, place, or thing.
Okay, thank you, Andri. Jadi description, descriptive text is a text which tells what a person or a thing or a place is like describe the character of a person, animal, place, or thing. Jadi teks deskriptif ini adalah teks yang menceritakan kepada kita, memberitahu kepada kita tentang seperti apa sih orang, benda, atau tempatnya. Seperti menjelaskan tentang karakter dari seseorang, binatang, tempat, atau benda yang dideskripsikan. And then the social function. the social function. Aini?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you read the social function?
Yes. The social function to describe in details about particular person, animal, thing, or place.
Okay, good. The social function, fungsi sosialnya adalah to describe, untuk mendeskripsikan in detail, secara rinci about particular person, animal, thing, or place. Jadi menjelaskan secara rinci tentang orang, hewan, benda, atau tempat. Next, the generic structure. Hilda. Hilda, are you there?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Can you? Yeah, the identification.
The generic structure in the identification, general introduction of a person, animal, or object.
Nah, terima kasih. The generic structure. Nah, ini strukturnya. The first one is identification. Ingat, identification is general introduction of a person, animal, or object will be described. Jadi yang bagian pertama ini mendeskripsikan secara umum tentang objek yang akan dideskripsikan. Oke, lanjut. Description. Amar. Description.
Okay. Description, a description of something such as person, animal, or object by describing its features, forms, color, or anything related to what the writer describes.
Oke, thank you Amar. Jadi yang bagian kedua adalah description. Nah, a description of something such as person, animal, or object by describing its features, forms, color, or anything related to what the writer describes. Nah, bagian kedua adalah description. Nah, di bagian ini the writer atau penulis mendeskripsikan secara rinci tentang objek yang dideskripsikan, seperti warnanya, bentuknya, asalnya, ukurannya, dan sebagainya. So, the generic structure, there are identification and description. Ada dua, identification and description. Next, the language features. The language features, please read Rizik. Rizik, can you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, read the language features.
The language features.
Yes.
The use of specific
Participant.
Participant. The
Yeah.
use identification. The use adjective. The use attributes verb. The use of simple present tense. The use of adjective verb.
Active verb.
Active verb.
And the last one,
The use of past tense.
past tense. Oke, jadi the language feature, unsur kebahasaannya. In descriptive text, you can use these features. The first one, the use of specific participant, the use of adjective, the use of attribute verbs, the use of simple present tense, and the use of active verb, and the use of past tense. Let's continue. Nah, ini penjelasan secara rincinya about the language features. Okay, the first one, the use of specific participant. Okay, it has a certain object. It's not common and unique or only one. For example, Borobudur Temple, my house, my favorite. Jadi, maksudnya the use of specific participant adalah dalam descriptive text hanya satu benda yang dideskripsikan, only certain object tertentu, dan not common, only one in the world, cuma ada satu. Contohnya Borobudur Temple, Eiffel Tower, kemudian Monas, Prambanan Temple, my house, my favorite book, my father, gitu. Jadi cuma satu yang dideskripsikan. And then the use of adjective. Adjective apa sih? Ada yang tahu? Kata?
Kata benda.
No, yang lain.
Kerja.
Sifat.
Kata sifat, ya. Adjective itu kata sifat. The use of adjective. Adjective to clarify the noun. Adjective itu menjelaskan kata benda. For example, a beautiful beach, the famous place in Malang. Contoh lagi, interesting, huge. Kayak tadi itu famous, beautiful, historical, itu namanya adjective. Nah, kalau dilihat di sini, a beautiful beach, kata sifatnya adalah
Beautiful.
ya, the famous place in Malang, kata sifatnya adalah
Interesting.
famous, ya, interesting juga, famous. Oke, lanjut. The use of attribute verbs. Ini contohnya like am, is, are. Jadi ada biasanya menggunakan am, is, or are. Next. The use of simple present. Nah, the sentence pattern used is simple present because it tells the fact of the object described. Nah, biasanya menggunakan bentuk simple present karena menjelaskan tentang sebuah fakta dari benda yang dideskripsikan. For example, Borobudur Temple is located in Malang. Tempatnya di Malang. Nah, itu kan fakta ya. Kemudian ada juga misalnya lagi, it is the famous place in Yogyakarta. Nah, itu merupakan simple present. It is the famous place in Yogyakarta. Itu simple present. Jadi yang menjelaskan tentang fakta dari sebuah tempat. Kemudian the use of active verb, menggunakan kata kerja aktif. Verb that show an activity, kata kerja yang menunjukkan sebuah aktivitas seperti run, sleep, walk, berlari, berjalan, tidur, eat, makan, find, menemukan, dan sebagainya. Dan the last one, the use of past tense, menggunakan past tense. Past tense can also be used if there is information, facts, or evidence in the past atau history. Jadi past tense itu digunakan kalau ada informasi atau fakta atau bukti yang menunjukkan sesuatu di masa lampau atau contohnya atau sebuah sejarah gitu ya. Seperti misalnya this place was built in bla 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 bla. Tempat ini dibangun tahun sekian. Nah, itu kan cerita sejarah tuh. Nah, itu menggunakan simple past. Biasanya menggunakan verb to, menggunakan kata kerja kedua gitu ya. So far, is there any questions?
No, ma'am.
Now,
No, ma'am.
Okay, I hope my explanation is clear enough. And before we continue to the next step, please take a note some important information from the explanation on your book.
Dicatat, ma'am.
Yes. Let's see the example of descriptive text. This is the text. Pay attention to the text. Can see this is divided into two parts. Dibagi menjadi dua bagian. The first part is identification. Bagian pertama disebut identification. General introduction of Eiffel Tower. Nah, ini penjelasan secara umum tentang Eiffel Tower, like why it was built, kenapa dibangun di sini, to celebrate the 10th year anniversary, and then the location of the place of the building, and then the process of the construction of the building. This is the general introduction. And the second part, di bagian kedua, it's called description. Disebut description. Detailed description of Eiffel Tower by describing its features, form, size, weight, etc. Nah, di sini, di bagian kedua, the writer describe the building in details, lebih detail, like the tingginya 324 meters tall, kemudian the base-nya berapa ukurannya, kemudian weight-nya, beratnya 7,300 tons, kemudian there are 3 level of the tower, and then There are 8 elevators that we can use in the tower. Jadi ini lebih detail, lebih rinci about the building. Okay, so diingat lagi, in descriptive text, you can use two parts. The first part is identification, general introduction, and the second part, bagian kedua adalah description. Ya, ini menjelaskan tentang more detailed information. Okay, did you get it? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, diulang lagi. Jadi bagian the general structure of descriptive text, there are two structure. The first one is bagian pertama adalah
Identification.
and the second part is
Description.
yeah. Nah, ini sudah jelas di bagiannya. And then can you identify the colors here? Warna-warna di sini. Nah, ini mengacu ke language features of descriptive text. Nah, yang tadi sudah dijelaskan. Mengacu ke sini ya. Ada specific participant, adjective, active verb, simple present, active verb, dan past tense. Oke. Nah, what do you think about the blue color? Yang warna biru ini apa?
Specific participant.
Yes, good. The blue color is the specific participant. Nah, tadi sudah jelaskan, specific participant adalah objek yang akan dibahas. Nah, yang dibahas adalah Eiffel Tower. Jadi, this is the specific participant. And then, how about the pink color? What do you think about the pink color?
Tahun dibuatnya.
Ya, ini kalau di language features merupakan apa?
Past tense.
Yes, this is past tense karena menjelaskan sejarah ya, history. Ada kata kerjanya adalah took, started. Nah, ini finished. Ini menyatakan past tense. Kata kerja kedua. Bangunan ini memakan 2 tahun pembuatan, dimulai tahun 1887 sampai dengan 1889. History, sejarah. And then how about the red color? What is it? The red color is?
Simple present tense.
Nah, this is the simple present. Coba, let's check. Eiffel Tower is the highest building in Paris. Menara Eiffel adalah menara paling tinggi di Paris. Nah, this is state the fact. Fakta, ya, menyatakan fakta. Jadi ini masuk ke dalam simple present. Good. And how about yang the green colors? Is or, apa tuh tadi?
Attribute verb.
Yes, this is attribute verbs. Tadi ada am, is, are. And di sini digunakan adalah is dan are. And then the yellow. Coba dicek lagi tadi. Yellow color itu menyatakan apa nih? Ada tall, tinggi, square, iron. Menurut kamu itu apa?
Kata sifat.
Yes, kata sifat. In English,
Adjective.
adjectives. Good. And then the last one, fine. Nah, this color. The brown color, fine, disebut sebagai menumbuhkan. Yes, active verb. Betul. Coba let's. Ya, active. Ya, this is the specific participant. Kemudian this is adjective. This is active, simple present, active verb, dan sebagainya. Please do the students activity. I already sent the LKPD in Google Classroom. Have you checked your Google Classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Nah, in Google Classroom, I already sent the assignment, descriptive text. Nah, I already sent 2 tasks, LKPD, the first LKPD and the second LKPD. Now, please do the first LKPD ya. This one, descriptive.
Yes, ma'am.
In the form of Google Form. Nanti ada linknya, link Google Form. Please do it now. Ya. Kerjakan sekarang ya.
Yes, ma'am.
KPD yang pertama ya, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Descriptive text, this one.
Yes, ma'am.
I will send the link, the Google Form link to WA group ya. Untuk
Yes, ma'am.
Sebentar.
Me finish, ma'am.
Okay. Everyone have finished the task?
Finish, ma'am.
Okay, let's check ya. Okay. Good. And then let's check your answer. Okay. Question number 1. I want Andri read the question number 1 and answer it.
What is monologue about?
Yes, your answer.
Angkor Wat.
Angkor Wat. Yes. What is the monologue about? The text is about Angkor Wat. 10. Number 10.
10.
Yes.
What probably makes people interested to stay in the Shard?
Yes.
D. It is located in the heart of London.
Yes, good. It is located in the heart of London. Okay, very good. Thank you for all of you. Second KPD. Yeah. There is a text about Taj Mahal. This is the text about Taj Mahal, and you answer the questions based on the text given. Now do it on Google Form ya. Please do it now. Okay. Who wants to answer question number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Reina, you want to answer
Yes.
question number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Read the question first and then answer it. Baca soalnya dulu.
Yes. What is Taj Mahal actually? Taj Mahal, an epitome of love, is actually a mausoleum.
Museum.
Mausoleum.
Where you can find the text? Where you can find the answer? Di mana kamu ketemu jawabannya?
Di paragraf pertama.
Yes, that's right. This one ya. Taj Mahal
Yes.
in epitome of love. It's actually a mausoleum. Good. And then who wants to answer question number 2?
Me.
Okay, good. Nadia, please read the question.
Why did the king construct Taj Mahal?
Yes, answer.
Taj Mahal was constructed by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife and queen.
Queen. Okay, good. Where you can find the answer?
In paragraph number 1.
Yeah, in paragraph 1. Yes, let's check. Okay, this one ya. Taj Mahal was constructed by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife and queen. Good. And then question number 3. Who wants to ask the question number 3?
Me.
Yes. Who?
What does the French call of the place imply?
Imply.
It
Yeah.
implies the name of Shah Jahan wife Mumtaz Mahal.
Mumtaz Mahal. Yes, good. In paragraph
1.
1. Yes, this one ya. Yes. Good. And then who wants to answer question number 4?
Me, ma'am.
Yes, Amar.
How are the materials of Taj Mahal?
Yes.
The mausoleum was constructed of pure white marble. The white marble is inlaid with semi-precious stones, including jade, crystal, lapis lazuli, amethyst, and turquoise. That form the intricate design.
Good. Where you can find the answer?
Paragraph 2.
Yes, in paragraph 2. Okay, yeah, this one. This mausoleum was constructed of pure white marble, blah, blah, blah. Good. And the last question. Who wants to answer the last question?
Me, ma'am.
Yes,
Me,
answer.
ma'am.
Yes, Ilham.
Number 5.
Yeah.
What is the writer's purpose in writing in the essay?
Yes, the answer.
The writer's purpose is to describe Taj Mahal.
Yes, good. The purpose of the writer is to describe, mendeskripsikan Taj Mahal. That's great. You are all did a great job. Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Nice sharing. Yeah. Before we finish this meeting, let's do the conclusion ya. Sebelum kita akhiri, kita buat kesimpulan dulu deh. What we have learned today.
Text.
Yeah, we have learned about descriptive text. And then, what is descriptive text? Apa sih tadi descriptive text?
Cerita sejarah.
Ya,
Deskripsi untuk mendeskripsikan suatu objek.
yes, good. Like manusia. To describe an object, mendeskripsikan sebuah objek, like person, animal, thing, or place. And then the social function, fungsi sosialnya tadi to describe, yang seperti tadi Ilham jawab di pertanyaan terakhir, to describe a particular object. And then the generic structure, masih ingat nggak? Strukturnya ada identification and description. Ya, jadi bagiannya strukturnya ada identification and description. Oke, the language feature-nya, unsur kebahasaannya ada specific participan. Kemudian apa lagi? Adjective. And then active verb, attribute verb, kemudian simple
Present.
simple present, and simple past. Good. Let's do some reflection. Ya, refleksi. Kita refleksi dulu, bukan yang pijat-pijat badan atau kaki itu ya. Kita merefleksi apa yang kita sudah lakukan hari ini. Oke. Is it my explanation clear enough for you?
Enough.
Ya, clear enough ya. Penjelasannya sudah cukup jelas. Is there any difficulties in learning this material? Apa ada kesulitan dalam mempelajari materi ini?
No.
I think understand enough this material because you guys do a great job today, active and do the exercise well. Thank you. Well,
Thank you, ma'am.
for the next meeting, we are still going to discuss about the same material, which is descriptive text. But we are going to be more focused on how to write a good descriptive text. Jadi besok pertemuan berikutnya kita akan bahas tentang bagaimana sih menulis a good descriptive text. Sebagai tambahan, please read some descriptive text. Ya, you can read some descriptive text by in your textbook, or you can search in internet. Ya. Sebagai tambahan kalian, don't forget read the descriptive text about historical place or tourist attraction. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. And then thank you for coming to my class. It's so nice to have you in my class today. And see you next meeting. Have a nice day. And assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.